Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel's Finding Value. Today we're going to go over diversified miners and copper companies, see what they're doing. I'm seeing some weakness over in energy. I just wanted to touch on these, get you guys the latest information on what I'm seeing. And what I'm seeing is they look pretty strong. They still look strong. They still look good. And I still think that they're looks like good entry points to me. Again, that's just my financial opinion. Please don't use it as advice. Do your own due diligence. Make sure you're doing your own DD there. But here, I got Vale behind me. We got the downtrend line. We broke the downtrend line. It went sideways for a little bit to square it up, and we're moving on up in a fashion that's got large up days and small down days. So that looks pretty good. And I think, hopefully it can continue going forward. COPX, again, we broke to the upside of this descending wedge pattern. Looking at the big picture view, we broke out of this double booty bottom, came up, and we broke to the upside of this pattern on the right-hand side here. On a one-year perspective, you can see it broken to the upside, and we broke to the upside here. So I'm hoping this thing can move on up here for COPX. Here is Rio Tinto. Looking at Rio, we're right at support. We back out a little bit more. We're right at support here. We've got a weekly candlestick, which is getting a little bit bullish. We're breaking out of this downtrend channel to the upside. So that looks good. And I think it's probably a pretty low risk entry point to be buying down here if you guys want a dividend of almost 11% dividend down here. BHP is another one that I think it's at support. It's been bouncing back and forth. We had a downward movement. It's squaring up the move, and hopefully we can start heading on higher here. Dividend's pretty large in this guy. I think it's 10.44%. So that one looks good. On a daily candlestick basis, let's go weekly. Weekly, you can see it just bouncing off here. So we are finding support at the moment. Glencore is also finding support. It broke out of its big old downtrend line. It's resting on top of it. So that one looks pretty good. On the dailies, again, we're just moving sideways. This one's got a 3% dividend up here. Copper's been pretty strong. So I think it's got a lot of copper assets. Norilsk Nickel, it's still in this large consolidation pattern here. It's got this big fanning pattern, top, bottom, and then it bounces off the middle too, all over the place. It's got almost a 10% dividend as well. I'm trying to see if this thing we're finding a little bit of support down here. Let's back out a little bit. We got some support here. It bounced a little bit here. So maybe we can find some support here and try moving on up. Kaminko. Big picture view, broken down trend line, big old massive pattern. 1, 2, 3. We break to the upside. This thing could run whenever copper runs. It's got a 0.6% dividend. It's above its support line. It's just kind of moving sideways at the moment. Here's FCX, FreeportMcmoran, again, broken pattern to the upside. I think here's a good spot to be looking at it. 0.77% dividend for Freeport. SCCO, another one I like at this area down here. It's right at support. Big picture view, big, huge breakout. It broke out. It's doing a retest move in the corner here. It's got a nice, good hammer pattern that's developing in the corner on a monthly basis. On the weekly basis, it's got another kind of hammer pattern developing, which I think is going to probably resolve upward. 5.3% dividend down here. It's a copper company. I think it looks good here. Alphamin. Ooh, Alphamin, nice good move today. I would have guessed that this would have broken to the downside with that selling pressure in here. Oh, no, it's not there's a bearish piercing there. Bearish engulfing here. And it still continues to walk higher. So I own it. I still own some in it. No matter where this thing goes. It's got a little bit of resistance here. A little bit of resistance coming up where it's at. Trying to break through all this resistance. You got resistance here, and you got resistance up here, and a couple through here. Yep. Nice good break right through here. And then, we've got this guy coming through there. South 32, looking at this guy. We're in the uptrend, strong uptrend, looking good. Go to a yearly, still doing all right. Can kind of move this thing out of here. Still doing okay. Anglo American Platinum. This guy's getting ready to break out of its upper fanning pattern. So this one's actually looking pretty good. These are the fanning patterns that broke out there. Came back, coming back to its support line, and it looks good to break to the upside potentially. So that one doesn't look too bad. Impala Platinum, another one that looks like putting in this consolidation move. Hopefully we can break to the upside eventually. Platinum Group Metals struggling a little bit today. Here it is coming up to its resistance line. It's staying down pretty low down here at the moment. And Nova Royalty looking, oh, it's all right. We're still below this. And let me like draw this a hair different. I mean, you can draw it with less arc here. You can do something like that. And it looks like we're just going right to the tip out here somewhere. Let me zoom in on it. Zoom in more than that. Big buying pressure, small selling pressure, buying pressure, small selling pressure. It looks good in this area down here. I might actually add a little bit in here, just a teeny bit. Might add a little bit in there. So that's what I've got for today. That is our diversified mining companies, copper companies, some of the metal mining companies. They're the larger companies, a lot of them. I think they all look really good. That's what I think. The overall market, you know, energy's kind of getting a little weaker. Well, it's trying to find a bottom. It's going sideways, like uranium and oil. But the diversified mining companies of all of them, they look the best, it seems like. Copper looks like it wants to break to the upside, at least COPX. So that one, they look good. They look solid. If you guys like this analysis, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And thank you for listening. This is Finding Value.